The universe is constantly guiding us, but in the rush of everyday life, we often miss its messages. Between work, responsibilities, and endless distractions, it's easy to overlook the subtle signals pointing us toward the right path. But what if we started paying closer attention? What if we allowed ourselves to be more open, mind and heart, to the possibility that the universe is always working in our favor, leading us toward our greatest potential? Recognizing these signs can help us live with greater purpose and clarity. But before we can understand them, we need to recognize how the universe communicates. It doesn't use words or direct instructions. Instead, it speaks through experiences that are personal to each of us. Synchronicities, intuitive feelings, dreams, and even the people who cross our path. Have you ever thought about someone you hadn't seen in years, only to receive a message from them shortly after? Or struggled with a tough decision, only to hear a song or stumble upon a quote that gave you the exact clarity you needed? These moments aren't random. They're gentle nudges, signs meant to guide you toward the path that aligns with your true self. The more we pay attention, the more we realize that the universe is always speaking to us. We just have to listen. One of the most powerful ways the universe communicates with us is through intuition. That deep inner knowing, the feeling in your gut that tells you something is either right or wrong, isn't just a random thought. It's guidance. Unfortunately, many of us have been taught to ignore our intuition in favor of logic and reason. But the truth is, intuition is a powerful tool that can lead us to where we're meant to be. The next time you get a strong feeling about something, listen to it. Trust that your intuition is the universe's way of showing you the path forward. Dreams are another way the universe sends messages. Sometimes they're filled with symbols and stories that don't make sense at first, but if you pay attention, they can reveal important insights about your life. Keeping a dream journal can help you recognize patterns and recurring themes over time. You might start noticing symbols that appear again and again, clues from the universe about where you are and where you're headed. Then there are synchronicities, those moments when everything seems to line up perfectly. Let's say you're considering a career change, and suddenly you meet someone who works in the exact field you've been thinking about. Or maybe you're feeling lost, and you come across a book, a quote, or a conversation that provides exactly the inspiration you needed. These aren't just coincidences. They're reminders that you're on the right path. The people we meet also play a role in the universe's messages. Some come into our lives at just the right moment, bringing wisdom, encouragement, or even a challenge that pushes us to grow. Others may test us, forcing us to develop patience, resilience, or self-awareness. Every person we meet has something to teach us, whether they're in our lives for a brief moment or a lifetime. The key to understanding the universe's messages is to stay open and aware. Pay attention to the signs, trust your intuition, and reflect on the people and experiences that shape your journey. The universe is always speaking to you. The question is, are you listening? The universe doesn't always communicate in obvious ways. Sometimes its messages come through nature, animals, or unexpected events. Have you ever noticed a specific animal appearing in your life repeatedly? Maybe you keep seeing butterflies during moments of transition or hearing an owl when you're deep in thought. Or perhaps the weather seems to change in ways that reflect your emotions, like a sudden downpour on a day when you feel overwhelmed, or a bright, unexpected rainbow when you're finally feeling hopeful again. These aren't just coincidences. They're ways the universe speaks to us. The key is to stay open and aware. The more we pay attention, the easier it becomes to recognize these signs and understand their meaning. But truly hearing the universe requires more than just noticing. It requires mindfulness and presence. When we slow down and fully engage with the world around us, we create space for these messages to come through clearly. One of the best ways to cultivate mindfulness is through simple, intentional practices. Meditation, for example, helps quiet the mental noise that often drowns out our inner voice. It's not about forcing your mind to be silent, but about observing your thoughts without getting lost in them. When you give yourself that stillness, you create room to notice the subtle nudges the universe is sending your way. Journaling is another powerful tool. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and even the small synchronicities you notice can help you connect the dots over time. Sometimes we only recognize the meaning behind certain events when we reflect on them later. Even something as simple as taking a walk in nature can strengthen your connection with the universe. Notice the sights, the sounds, the sensations around you. The more present you are, the more attuned you become to the messages that often go unnoticed. Beyond mindfulness, another way to strengthen this connection is through gratitude. When we focus on what we appreciate rather than what we lack, we naturally become more open to the abundance around us. And when we're in a state of gratitude, we're more likely to notice the positive synchronicities and signs that the universe places in our path. Try keeping a gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. Over time, you might notice a shift in your awareness and a greater ability to recognize the universe's guidance. But the universe doesn't just communicate through external signs. It also speaks through our bodies. Physical sensations, energy shifts, and even discomfort can be signals trying to get our attention. Have you ever felt exhausted for no clear reason, only to realize later that you were emotionally drained? Or experienced a sudden burst of energy when making a decision that truly aligned with you? Our bodies are incredibly wise, often sensing when something is or isn't right long before our minds catch up. Listening to the universe isn't about looking for supernatural messages in every little thing. It's about developing a deeper awareness of yourself and the world around you. The more you practice presence, trust your intuition, and open yourself to the signs, the more clearly the universe's messages will reveal themselves. Your body is constantly sending you messages, signals that reflect not just your physical state, but your emotional and spiritual well-being. Pay attention to how you feel. If you often experience headaches, tension, or fatigue, it could be a sign that you're under stress or overthinking. On the other hand, if you feel a deep sense of peace or lightness in your heart, it might mean you're moving in the right direction. Our bodies have an incredible way of letting us know when something is off or when we are aligned with our true path. The key is to listen. Journaling is another powerful way to connect with the universe. Writing down your thoughts, emotions, and experiences allows you to process what's happening in your life and recognize patterns you might otherwise miss. Maybe you keep noticing the same numbers, hearing the same advice from different people, or experiencing a repeated theme in your dreams. These could be signs trying to point you towards something important. Taking a few minutes each day to journal can help you track these patterns and gain deeper insight into the messages the universe is sending you. Sometimes the simple act of writing things down can bring clarity and reveal answers that have been right in front of you all along. Nature is another profound source of wisdom. When we spend time outdoors, we reconnect with the natural rhythms of life, which can help us tune into the subtle energies around us. Whether you're walking through a forest, sitting by the ocean, or just looking up at the stars, nature has a way of grounding us and opening our senses. Pay attention to the signs around you. Animals, weather shifts, even the way plants grow in certain areas. These natural patterns often reflect what's happening in our own lives. A sudden gust of wind, a butterfly landing near you, or a moment of stillness in nature could all carry meaning if you're open to receiving it. Practicing mindfulness can also sharpen your ability to hear the universe's messages. Mindfulness is simply the practice of being fully present, paying attention to your surroundings, your emotions, and the small details of life without judgment. The more mindful you become, the more aware you'll be of the signs constantly appearing around you. With this heightened awareness, you'll begin to notice connections and synchronicities that once seemed random. This clarity allows you to respond to the universe's guidance with intention rather than doubt. It's important to remember that the universe speaks to each of us in a way that is deeply personal. What feels like a sign to you might not mean anything to someone else, and that's okay. The key is to trust your own experiences and intuition. If something stands out to you, if a moment, a message, or a feeling lingers in your mind, it's worth paying attention to. The universe knows how to communicate with you in a way that only you will understand. As you navigate this journey of recognizing and understanding these signs, cultivate a sense of trust and surrender. Trust that everything you experience, whether joyful or difficult, is leading you toward growth. Trust that even in moments of uncertainty, you are being guided towards something greater. And most importantly, surrender to the flow of life. Instead of forcing answers or chasing signs, allow them to come naturally. The universe communicates with us in many ways, but understanding these messages requires awareness and trust. The more we pay attention, the clearer the guidance becomes. One of the most important aspects of decoding these messages is learning to distinguish between the voice of the ego and the voice of your higher self. The ego is loud and demanding, often driven by fear, societal expectations, or personal desires. It creates urgency, doubt, and pressure. On the other hand, your higher self speaks calmly and with clarity. Its guidance feels peaceful and aligned with your true purpose. The easiest way to tell the difference is by paying attention to how each voice makes you feel. If a thought or decision brings stress and anxiety, it may be coming from the ego. If it brings a deep sense of rightness, even if it's uncertain or difficult, it's likely coming from your higher self. Learning to recognize these inner voices helps you trust the guidance that truly serves you. Self-reflection is another key tool in understanding the universe's messages. Often, signs and lessons don't reveal their meaning right away. It takes time and introspection to connect the dots. Set aside time regularly to reflect on your experiences, thoughts, and emotions. Ask yourself what lessons you can take from recent events. Keeping a journal can be especially helpful. Writing down your thoughts, synchronicities, and dreams allows you to see patterns over time. What may seem like random occurrences at first can start to form a bigger picture when you look back on them later. Synchronicities, those seemingly random coincidences that feel too perfect to be chance, are another way the universe communicates. These moments serve as confirmation that you're on the right path or as a gentle push to reconsider your current direction. Maybe you keep seeing the same numbers, hearing the same message from different people, or stumbling upon the same topic in unexpected places. These signs are not accidental. They are guiding you. Trust them. Dreams are also a powerful way the universe sends messages. Our subconscious mind, which is more in tune with universal wisdom, often speaks to us through dreams. If you have vivid dreams or recurring symbols, pay attention. Keeping a dream journal can help you track recurring themes and uncover hidden meanings. If a dream feels significant, take time to reflect on it. Meditate on the images, emotions, and messages. Sometimes the answers we seek are already within us, waiting to be uncovered. Another important source of guidance is your own body. Physical sensations, energy shifts, and even illnesses can carry messages. For example, persistent exhaustion might be telling you to slow down and take better care of yourself. A constant feeling of unease might be a sign that something in your life is out of alignment. On the other hand, a deep sense of vitality and energy might confirm that you're on the right path. Your body is incredibly wise. Learning to listen to it can provide insights that the mind often overlooks. Spending time in nature is another way to connect with the universe's guidance. Nature is a reflection of the universe's intelligence. It thrives in perfect balance, adapting effortlessly to change. By immersing yourself in natural settings, you can gain clarity and a deeper sense of connection. Observe the patterns around you. Notice how the seasons change, how animals behave, how the wind moves through the trees. The lessons nature offers can help you navigate your own life with greater ease and understanding. Most importantly, learning to trust and surrender is essential. The universe is always working in your favor, even when life feels uncertain. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means letting go of the need to control every outcome and allowing life to unfold as it's meant to. It's about taking action when needed, but also trusting that things are falling into place, even if you can't see the full picture yet. As you continue to listen, reflect, and trust, remember that you are never alone in this journey. The universe is always guiding you through signs, through intuition, through the experiences and people you encounter. Trust your inner compass. Stay open to the messages around you. Know that every step you take is leading you toward your highest purpose. Living in harmony with the universe. Recognizing signs and decoding messages is just the beginning. True wisdom comes when we embody these lessons in our daily lives. Living in harmony with the universe means aligning your thoughts, actions, and emotions with your highest truth. It's about making choices that reflect who you truly are and what you truly value. To do this, commit to a life of authenticity. Be honest with yourself. Follow the path that feels right in your heart, even if it doesn't always make sense to others. When you live in alignment with your true self, everything begins to flow more naturally. The universe rewards authenticity with opportunities, connections, and experiences that support your growth. The more you trust, the more you'll see how beautifully everything aligns. Keep listening, keep learning, and most of all, keep walking your path with an open heart, knowing that the universe is always guiding you toward exactly where you're meant to be. Living authentically means being true to yourself, even when it goes against what others expect from you. It requires self-awareness, the ability to recognize your true desires, beliefs, and values, and the courage to follow your inner guidance, even when the path is uncertain. When you live authentically, you create a deep connection with the universe. This alignment attracts more clarity, meaningful coincidences, and the support you need to move forward. But living in harmony with the universe isn't just about staying true to yourself. It's also about how you interact with the world. One of the most powerful ways to embody universal wisdom is by practicing kindness and compassion. The universe operates on the principles of connection and love, and when we show compassion to ourselves and others, we align with this energy. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, sends positive ripples into the world. A simple smile, a thoughtful word, or a moment of patience can make a difference in someone's life. And just as we show compassion to others, we must also extend it to ourselves. Forgiving our mistakes, taking care of our well-being, and allowing ourselves to grow without judgment are all essential parts of this journey. Another important part of living in harmony with the universe is embracing change and uncertainty. Nothing in life is static. The universe itself is constantly shifting, evolving, and creating new possibilities. Resisting change only creates stress and stagnation, while embracing it allows us to move forward with grace. Change isn't something to fear. It's a natural part of life that often brings unexpected opportunities for growth. Even when faced with uncertainty, trust that the universe sees the bigger picture. Things may not always unfold the way we planned, but they often lead us exactly where we need to be. Learning to trust this process makes us more resilient and adaptable, allowing us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. One of the best ways to stay connected to this wisdom is through mindfulness. When we slow down and stay present, we become more attuned to the subtle messages and energies around us. Instead of reacting to situations out of habit or fear, we gain the clarity to respond with intention. Mindfulness also deepens our appreciation for life. The simple act of noticing the warmth of the sun, the sound of the wind, or the rhythm of your breath can create a sense of peace and connection. The more present we are, the more we align with the natural flow of the universe. Gratitude is another key to living in harmony with the universe. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, we shift our energy from scarcity to abundance. The universe responds to this shift, bringing more of what we appreciate into our lives. Gratitude isn't just a passing thought. It's a practice. Take time each day to recognize the blessings in your life, big or small. It could be a meaningful conversation, a beautiful sunset, or simply the ability to breathe and experience another day. When gratitude becomes a habit, life begins to feel more fulfilling, and we become more open to the endless possibilities around us. Living with purpose is another way to align with the universe. Your purpose doesn't have to be something grand or world-changing. It just has to be meaningful to you. Think about what brings you joy, what you feel passionate about, and how you can use your gifts to contribute to the well-being of others. Living with purpose gives life direction. It creates a sense of fulfillment and helps you flow with the universe rather than against it. One of the most meaningful ways to align with the universe is through acts of service. When we help others, whether through small gestures or larger commitments, we tap into the energy of love, connection, and unity. Service doesn't have to be grand. It can be as simple as offering a kind word, lending a hand, or truly listening to someone who needs to be heard. These moments of generosity create a ripple effect, not just uplifting those we help, but also deepening our own sense of purpose and fulfillment. Giving without expecting anything in return allows us to experience the true essence of connection, reminding us that we are all part of something greater than ourselves. Another key to living in harmony with the universe is learning to trust and let go. Even when the future is uncertain, believe that you are being guided in the right direction. Surrendering doesn't mean doing nothing. It means releasing the need to control every outcome and allowing life to unfold naturally. It's about taking inspired action while also having faith that things are working in your favor, even when you can't see the bigger picture. When we surrender, we create space for unexpected opportunities, new beginnings, and moments of serendipity that we never could have planned. As you move forward, remember that the universe is always speaking to you. It communicates through signs, intuition, experiences, and the people you meet along the way. The more you trust this guidance, the more effortlessly life begins to flow. So stay open, stay aware, and most importantly, trust that you are always supported on this journey because you are never walking it alone.